welcome to the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon series. I am your host, Captain Matt, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to talk about how you can get your boat for free. Now, I'm not talking about finding some free relic on Craigslist or some scheme to get a boat by pulling it out of the intercoastal waterway as a salvage boat and going through that. I'm going to talk about ways that you can make money with your boat and the boating lifestyle that can pay for your boat. So essentially, getting your boat free. If you've been wanting a boat for a while, this may be some information that helps you say, hey, I can afford it with these couple of tips. As always, we're brought to you by the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon Toolkit. You can grab your free copy right now at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/toolkit. One of the best things in this is the cost of ownership calculator. And if you're watching this video, that's something you definitely want to get so you know for sure that you're going to enjoy your boat and that it is not going to break the bank, causing you a lot of extra stress. Although the information I'm going to share with you is certainly going to help on the financial side of things. So the very first thing, and I really like this idea for people that are saying, hey, I would love my own boat, but I'm not sure that I can swing it. There are some boat sharing sites out there where you can rent your boat. Now, I am of the mindset that I would never rent my boat to somebody that doesn't know how to operate it. I've had one of my best friends since high school, since junior high actually, rent our lake house and say, hey, can we get the boat? And I said, Chris, absolutely not. You don't know how to run a boat. You don't know this lake very well. I'm not going to let you rent the boat or give you the boat. You're not going to use our boat because you're not competent. That's my personal feeling. However, what I do like is some of these new sites out there. Get My Boat, Click and Boat, Sam Boat in Europe, and Boat Setter, who I think is probably the biggest player in the game in most regions right now, is you can hire yourself out as the captain. So if you're up for it, you get a nice big pontoon or a deck boat or a cruiser, you put it up there with some great pictures, and they hire you to go out as the captain. You take a bachelorette party out, you take a family out that's visiting, you take some kids out that want to get out on the water and have a good time, have a designated driver. There's a lot of different options, and you can charge some pretty good amounts, $300, $500 an hour, depending on the type of boat and where you're located. So in theory, you could do it 3 or 4 times a year, and make several $1,000s that and probably have a good time and meet some good people as well. And that could really pay for your boat if you got yourself a nice pre-owned boat. You used all the information you find on the channel, and you use that option to increase your cash flow from the boat, directly from the boat. Now, I'm not going to get into the legalities of having a captain's license and running a boat for charter, essentially, but I do believe that there is a great opportunity there. Go check out those websites. Boatsetter.com is the one you see here. You can select your area. You can see what boats are out there, what they're requesting, what the reviews look like, so you can get a sense for how many opportunities there are based in your area. At the coast, at the Lake of the Ozarks, on Havasu, the numbers are probably pretty high. If you're in a small lake in Nebraska, it may be a little bit more difficult, but I think there's definitely opportunity there. Next, we go to blogging. This is a guy that I've actually spoken with, the Boat Nut. He has this blog, and he writes articles about what he's learned as he bought his pontoon. Now, the way he makes his money is, if you see at the very bottom, there is thrift books, and there's some books down there, and that is ad revenue and affiliate revenue. There is a course that teaches you how to do this, and one of the things that they teach, I've actually invested in this course as I've developed my YouTube channel, to say, hey, is there some way I can use this channel to help fund my boating lifestyle, and that's exactly what I've done. My YouTube channel brings me revenue from ads that you see as you're watching these videos. You see ads, and I get a couple of cents here, a couple of cents there. Doesn't turn into a lot of money, but you know, $500-600 a month, and I have the opportunity to fund some of my boating lifestyle. So this is a great opportunity. I'll put the link in the description for that course. It's Income School, and I've got a link that you can click down in the description and get access to that. Check it out. They've got some great videos that you can watch. But it's a tremendous opportunity as you're going through. If you have the ability to talk about, to write about, as you're learning the things that you're learning, you know, there are some people that make a full-time income, make 40, 50, 60 grand a year by doing blogging on the side, doing a YouTube channel on the side, and you know, it's a great opportunity to fund your boat, do something that you enjoy. You can go check out the Boat Nuts page and just check out a little bit about what he's got going on there. The next is, if you are mechanically inclined, if you're willing to put in a little bit of elbow grease, buy an older pre-owned boat that needs a little bit of love. Put some time in cleaning it up, making sure that the engine is sound. That's probably the biggest thing if you're going to go this route. Is buy a boat that needs to be fixed up. Put the time and effort, maybe invest a little bit more to fix it up, and then flip it and sell it in a year or two, and make your money back and invest in your next boat. Starting out small in most cases and moving your way up. I know people that have done this. The market that we're in right now is, you know, I'm recording this November of 2020. Boat prices are on the higher side, relatively speaking, right now. But what tends to happen is boat prices go up and down. If you can buy at that time and get a good deal on a boat, and there's always deals out there, put on a detail, clean up the upholstery, make sure that the engine and the floor is sound before you make the investment and jump in. Use all the information that you're finding here at Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon on the YouTube channel, on our blog as well, boatbuyerssecretweapon.com. And you can really find some diamonds in the rough out there that just need a little bit of work, and the people don't want to tear into it, especially if you're mechanically inclined. If you like to tinker, you already have the tools and equipment. This is an opportunity where, hey, you may not make the money right away, but when you go to sell it, the boat was essentially free, and maybe you make a few thousand extra bucks to go after your next opportunity and do the same thing and continue moving up until you land in the perfect boat that you want to keep for a long period of time. Or if you enjoy it, just keep on going, keep on flipping it and making a little bit of income. But be careful that you don't buy a boat that looks like it just needs a shine on the gel coat, and you dive in and you've got a soft floor, or you've got a crack in the engine block because they didn't winterize it. Everything else can look great. Make sure you follow the checklist. Make sure you use the information you're learning on this channel so that you make a smart decision. Checking compression, all of that we share with you. The next, and this is kind of an interesting one, is turn your boat into a little shop. So you want to get on the water, you want to have some fun. Maybe you go whole hog and you do the ice cream boat style, and you've got it all set up with the generator with the freezer, and you're selling ice cream out at your party cove or at the sandbar or wherever there's a large traffic area, and you make a couple $100 on a weekend selling ice cream and treats and whatever else you can that makes sense in that area. Bags of ice are very popular. You can do the hot dog. You can do a grill with hamburgers and hot dogs and chips and all of that type of stuff. Make sure you follow whatever rules and guidelines you need to serve food. But out on the water, there's an opportunity for premium prices because it's kind of a novelty. My kids see the ice cream boat cruise by at the lake in Tennessee that we boat on sometimes, and they are all about spending $4 to get a 25-cent ice cream pop. They love it. You don't want to go full out and have a store for a boat. What about just doing a little bit of a modification to your boat, put something that you can take on and off, and you still have your fishing center console or pontoon or whatever you want when you take that whatever the store concept or whatever you're going to be selling out there. You just need to make sure that there's enough traffic, that you're not breaking any laws or anything in your area. But it's an interesting idea to offset the cost of a boat. Now, here's the cool thing is you can get a nice used boat that's going to be great for, and if you finance it with good credit, 10% down, 100, 150, $200 a month. So you don't need a significant amount from this endeavor to help make that boat free. Remember, you got fuel, you've got storage, you've got insurance, you've got all the other stuff, maintenance that goes with it. But it's a great way to offset the ownership cost. Now, this is a really fun one. There are people that will pay to have their kids learn water sports. If you're somebody that enjoys water sports, you don't even need a Mastercraft or a Taiga or a Moomba or anything like that. All you need is a boat and the ability to help kids and adults. I've had clients when I was selling boats that I had clients that had their kids and the parents took lessons and paid this lady that was a wakeboarder how to teach her kids to wakeboard, and then also how to teach mom and dad how to operate the boat extra safe. I gave them some instruction, but they wanted even more, and Nicole took them out for a couple of weekends in a row. I don't remember what she charged, but it was a great opportunity. She did it on their boat to help them, but you could also do it behind your boat for people that maybe wanted the opportunity to ski or wakeboard, but just don't have access to a boat, and you could bring them on and pay a fee for service for doing that. And I think this is fun. There's nothing cooler if you've never done it. Teaching a kid how to water ski or how to wakeboard, it's fantastic to hear the hooting and hollering when they get up from inside the boat and just coming around and seeing that smile on their face, like this little boy here. If you're listening to this on a podcast, you can go to the YouTube channel or the Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon website, and you can see the images if you're listening to this on the Apple Podcast or Spotify or iHeartRadio. Or if you're really into surfing and getting into some of those surf boats is a pretty big step these days. But hey, there are a lot of people that would love to try surfing that have a pontoon or that have a boat that isn't surfable, and they will pay money to surf behind your boat. And this is one where you could even get a good group of people that want to meet you out on Wednesday after work and go surfing. And there's 4 or 5 guys or girls that will want to come along and pay you to surf with you for that opportunity. If you've got the boards, if you've got the boat, you've got everything that you need. You don't mind bringing a couple extra people. It's a great way to get you into a little bit nicer boat, or to make the boat that you have essentially free by doing that every now and again, or maybe even meet some really great people too that become great friends. And finally, we get to marinas. So if you're in a place that has a dry storage marina or wet slips like you see here, there is always, always, always work that needs to be done at a marina. Docks need to be repaired, lawns need to be cut, boats need to be worked on, things need to be fixed up. They're always looking for a handyman. If you are somebody that is handy, you enjoy working around the water, I'll tell you that doing manual labor near the lake is way better than doing manual labor away from the lake. Maybe there's the opportunity for a part-time income. I have a client that did just this at the local marina. This local company had 3 marinas in the area. They hired him. He kept his boat there. He got to keep his boat there for free. They paid him as well, and he was just sort of whatever needed to be done. Rebuild this patio, pull out that bush, clean up that brush, take out this trash to the dump that we need to haul away, pick up this scrap metal. And Tony was the guy that did this for these marinas, and it was great for him. He had man, he had a 24-foot Sea Ray Sundancer. I think he spent 15,000, 20,000 on it from me. And this was a way that over time, that one, he got to know everybody at the marina, got the all of the inside information, free slip storage, and made it income that offset his boating expense. I don't think he paid for his boat completely with that, but I know he loves it, and he still loves it to this day. And that leads to another. There are always people that want to hire out maintenance on their boat, doing a detail. If you are have a relationship with the marina, or find other boaters, or have a place that you can advertise, you can charge a good amount, $1,000, $2,000 if you're good, or more depending on the size of the boats, to detail boats. It doesn't take much other than you have a buffer, and a little bit of cleaning supplies, and you can go and you can make some significant money detailing other people's boats. Again, if you're by the water, doing work like this can be fun, and it's a great way to get into the boating community. You can meet some people, and again, it can supplement or even pay for completely the boat that you buy, giving you a free boat for the year. And it might be a little side business, a little side hustle to help you out. And then there's always, hey, if you don't need the full free boat, but you can back a trailer down. Hey, sit at the ramp, before you go in, with a little sign that says, "We'll back a trailer for beer," and at least you get some beer money out of the deal. That's something that I've enjoy talking to people at the boat ramps, and I've just done it for people to help them out. This most recent time, a guy was backing down a jet ski trailer. He just couldn't get it. I went over and said, "Hey, bud, be glad to help you out." Tried to give him some pointers. He still couldn't get it, and he just asked me to do it for him. And backed it down, got him loaded up, pulled him out, gave him a few more tips for the next time, because I probably wouldn't be there. But people will certainly tip you, throw you a few bucks, give you a couple of beers, and you can also help some folks that are having a challenge at the boat ramp. So we're working on a program that is helping people back their trailers, to show them how to do it the right way, as well as how to operate their boat the right way. We're working on that, and we hope to have that for you in the near future. You can check that out at boatbuyerssecretweapon.com. And of course, if you're buying a boat and you're looking for ways to kind of supplement your boat, get that boat for free, you certainly don't want to overpay. Check out the magic money saving method for buying your perfect boat, so you don't pay too much. You get the best price. Just go to boatbuyerssecretweapon.com/save, and you can check out all the details there. We would love to hear your questions, your comments. If there's, hey, you've got an idea, or you've done something that got you a free boat, would love to hear about it. Let me know what kind of boat you're looking for, so I can make more videos on those lines. If you like this video, it's a little bit different, give us a thumbs down. If you don't, give us a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, and definitely subscribe to the channel. We're starting to make more and more different fun videos, and hit that little bell so you get notified as we release videos on a regular basis. YouTube's recommended a few videos. There's the link to the toolkit, boatbuyerssecretweapon.com. Hit that little red dot to subscribe, and then YouTube has recommended some videos for you, including the magic money saving method. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you next time.